up, everybody? It's your boy Money Mark coming at you guys on a very special episode. Special. You're probably wondering what's going on. You don't see Lifestyle Flashy. You don't see Just Tim. You see me, Money Mark, and you see my homeboy who was on the episode before the episode, One Way Renzo.
What's good, man? What's good? It's good to be back, man. It feels good to be welcome back with so much enthusiasm, man. I'm happy to be here once again.
So, guys, we probably should let the guys know. So, at one point in time, before there was a Logical Case Talk, before there were Sneaker Saturdays, before there were Stories with Chris, before, there was the whole podcast situation, there was a little something on Spotify eloquently called Two to the Body.
Two to the body.
To the body.
Bang, bang.
And it was a glorious podcast, a podcast that was solely dedicated to the combat sports.
Amen.
The sweet sciences, if you will.
Man, brutal.
And for whatever reason, the light bulb clicked and someone was like, hey, you got a podcast network. I got a podcast. Fights are happening.
Hey man, they back.
Let's do it again.
They back, man. Everybody getting vaccinated, so to speak. So the fights are back.
The fights are back.
Yeah, yeah. But shout out to Tyson Fury for that. That's what the air quotations were for. Yeah. He said
like how Jake Paul got tested, right?
Hey, yeah. Jake Paul definitely got tested. Jake Paul almost fell through those ropes and decided, you know what? I still got my whole life ahead of me. I still got my whole life ahead of me. What am I out here fighting these savages for? I'm on YouTube, bro.
Basically. So Two to the Body, guys. Two to the Body is a weekly podcast that we're going to do where we're going to talk about combat sports. We're going to break it down in the future episodes for 3 rounds. Each round is going to have a topic that we're going to hit quick. It's going to be a quick, you know what I'm saying?
Boom. Like an amateur fight, man. We're going to do this shit like the Olympics, man.
Yep. We'll give you guys 3 to 4 rounds, and then we're going to get up out of here. Very smooth, very easy. About there. So that is what we guys got in store. That's what we have in store for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy. Two to the Body. And yeah, let's get started. There should be like a little timer somewhere or whatever. Hopefully if Renzo does his job, there'll be a timer here. So let's go. So first on deck, I guess we have to talk about your boy, Jake Paul.
And let's talk about him, man.
Jiggy Jake.
It's one of my favorite people right now.
Where does Jiggy Jake come from? Where's that name Jiggy Jake come from? It comes from something. I'm trying to remember.
I have no idea. 1997, Will Smith's getting jiggy with it. Maybe I don't know.
Shut up. I don't know. Shut up. It came from
nah.
Okay. Anyways, Jiggy Jake.
It came from Bad Boys. What is it?
Okay, JP. Hey, let it go. Just let it go. It's okay. We don't remember where it came from. Just let it go. All right. So JP is back in the news.
He is.
Found himself another UFC victim, or maybe we don't know.
I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this out of the sky. I'm shooting this one out of the sky right now. That's not gonna happen. That man is contracted to the UFC. Dana White ain't finna let him get no money. Why he can make money for Dana White?
You're going too fast.
Oh, get out.
I understand. We understand this is going to be rapid hits.
Okay, here we go.
We have to explain what we're talking about. Okay, so Jiggy Jake, aka JP, JPZ, Jake Paul,
aka
recently. I don't have any other names for him. He's not cool enough to get a third nickname. Anyways, recently he's been in the news, not because of something he did, but apparently a fighter in the UFC, contracted to UFC, currently the BMF champion, which stands for Bad Mother
Shut your
Front
mouth.
Door.
Shut your mouth.
I'm only talking about Jorge. I can dig it. Jorge Masvidal recently did an interview. I forgot on what news medium. It doesn't matter. It wasn't True to the Body, so we don't have to mention them.
It wasn't.
Recently, just did an interview basically speaking on JPZ, stating that, Jake Paul thinks that just because I helped him on the Ben Askren fight, saw him some punches, that we're friends. We're not friends. I'll slap that guy up for money for sure. Blah, 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 blah. Give me money. Blah, 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 blah. I'll knock him out. Blah, 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 blah. Easy payday. Blah, 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 blah. I want Dana White to make this happen. Please, Dana White, make this happen.
Basically, it's been a while since I last fought. There's some money sitting on the table. Maybe I can get some of that money right there. Easy money.
Well, okay. So basically what he said is that he's not really friends with Jake Paul. He has no problem smacking up Jake Paul. And if Dana White can make it happen, he thinks Dana White could make it happen. And, if Dana White wants to send an assassin to go take care of him, he would. I will say this before we get into the fact that this is not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
I will say this. Jorge is definitely many steps up in the striking range. Then I think he was one of the names I named when I said there are real strikers that Jake Paul would have a problem with. And I think he was one of the people that I mentioned. He's one of them. Because Jorge, I'll say this. So what you said last podcast when you're talking about the UFC and their striking, what you said last time was true. Not a lot of people have true hand skills, but there's a select few. Their hand skills are immaculate. I think Jared Cannonier's hand skills are very immaculate. I think Kevin Gastelum's hand skills are immaculate. Not immaculate, but pretty good. I think Israel Adesanya, top tier. I think top tier. I think Jorge Masvidal, top tier. I think depending on which Nate and Nick Diaz we get, top tier. Depends. I think Conor. This is the thing about Conor. It depends on which Conor we get, and it depends on if he's fighting Floyd Mayweather, right? Because let's be frank, he fought Floyd. Floyd.
He did, and he fought a Floyd that came to the fight walking like this. So it's a different Floyd that he fought. It's a different. He fought a different Floyd.
He did that. No. So this we have to do. We have to stop doing that because he did that. Floyd didn't do that the entire fight. He did that the last 2 rounds. Stop it.
He did it.
The last 2 rounds.
No. He did it more.
He did the last 2 rounds.
It was more pronounced the last 2 rounds, but he was doing that a lot. He was encouraging this man to punch himself out.
Well, no, honestly, he was definitely encouraging him to punch himself out. The thing about it is that what happened was, and this is why it didn't happen, is that McGregor caught him a couple times.
Absolutely.
McGregor caught him a couple times. And, the thing about Floyd is that Floyd is a perfectionist. At the end of the day, like, you may like Floyd, you may not like Floyd, you may think Muhammad Ali is the best boxer in the world. At the end of the day, that man is the true technician and wizard at what he does.
Yes,
he's truly amazing at a technician at what he does. And McGregor said it. Like, we had a litany of plans for him. And then I'd do something and he'd go, never again. And I couldn't do it again. So I had to go to the next thing. And it's like, no more. And it was just like, it was never there the second time.
Never there.
That's one of the reasons why. So that's why I'm saying is that McGregor, like, Floyd fought Logan Paul and the Japanese kid that was actually really good in mixed martial arts. He fought them.
Whatever.
Yeah, he fought Kino. If you watched old Disney movies, you know who Kino is. If you watch any, no, because that dude was like the Asian kid who knew karate. He was the Asian kid who could do Bruce Lee moves in every movie he was in. I'm just saying, if you know who that is, put a picture right here. So right here, put a picture of the fellow right there, so you know. All right, Kino. Anyways, he fought those 2 guys way different than he fought McGregor. So McGregor, I have to still give him, like, there was some level of reverence that he had to give him because he's like, I'm not gonna let you daze me because then I'm gonna have to hear about this for the rest of the, like, you know what I'm saying? He fought way more defensively. He did things. He had to do certain things. He's the only fighter that actually forced him to do other things. I'm not saying that he's on the boxing level or anything of that nature. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as far as elite strikers, I feel that if that McGregor was to fight Jake Paul, he's going to beat the shit out of Jake Paul because Jake Paul doesn't know enough shit.
I don't know.
In my personal opinion.
I
don't think he's going to.
Oh no. See, here's the thing, and this might be a hot take. I hope it isn't a hot take, but this might be a hot take. I say, as an MMA guy, if your striking is 8, 9, or 10 in MMA, when you step in that boxing ring without the option to go to the ground or to kick, I do believe you lose 1 or 2 points on your striking.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So with that being said, Masvidal, even in those street fights we saw on YouTube, he was still using his legs and stuff. So I can't sit here and say, after this man withstood Tyron Woodley, that Masvidal is going to go out here and piece the man up as a boxer, with the man being bigger than Masvidal.
Okay. Withstood Tyron. Listen, he won the fight.
It's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's so hard to judge Jake Paul.
He won the fight. He won the fight. He won the fight. He won it.
Yeah.
You can't take anything away from him. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you making it seem like he was like outboxing Tyron.
I'm just saying,
jabbed, tired,
bro,
and ran.
And that's it.
He jabbed, tired, and ran.
There are fighters out here.
None of the combinations he threw, like he hit him with combinations, but none of the combinations he did anything.
Which makes what I'm about to say more important. There are some boxers in these streets that if you don't knock them out, you lost. Jake Paul is on that list now. Canelo is on that. If you didn't knock them out, bro, they're going to score for you. Nah, not at all. Not at all. If you don't knock them out, you lose. Bottom line.
Maybe.
And Jake Paul, especially with Tyron Woodley coming from UFC and his record, you didn't knock him out? Nah, you lost. Oh, you was hesitant to throw punches? Oh, you really lost.
No, definitely. I think that's why he lost.
Yeah.
He's hesitant to throw punches.
Yeah. Your punches
100%.
were important, but you didn't throw enough of them. And he
100%.
didn't get his confidence until he got him with that shot at the end of the round, right at the bell. That's when he got his confidence as a boxer. I promise you that.
Yeah.
That's when Tyron got his I was so sad that he got his confidence that late in the fight. Because no way he could win after that.
Well, I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I'm just saying. As far as Jorge beating him, I'm not 100% sure. But what I will say is that Jorge is just a far better striker than Tyron.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He's a far better striker than Tyron.
Yeah.
With his hands. Just his hands. Yeah. His hands. He's far better with his hands than Tyron. So at the end of the day, Jake barely beat Tyron.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And we're going to keep...
Jake barely beat Tyron. And let's be frank. I just feel like, so first of all, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Nah.
But where we at on the round on this one? Where we at on the round? How many more minutes we got?
I wasn't even counting the rounds.
Okay.
I wasn't
first episode of Two to the Body, get One Way Renzo. All right. Anyway, so yeah, so I mean, I'll just say this. At the end of the day, seeing Jorge Masvidal, I just think that it would be a way more difficult fight. I didn't really want to talk about if he's going to win or not. I want to talk about the fact that nigga's thirsty.
Hey, man, look.
Thirsty.
And like I said the last time we
Hold on.
No, this nigga's thirsty. Look at all this drink. Thirsty. And you turned it to the side like you wasn't drinking from a straw.
Thirsty.
Hey,
that boy thirsty.
Hey, man, he gotta be thirsty. He gotta be thirsty. I don't blame him. If there's money on the table, Jake Paul leaving it on the table, go get it. Go get it. Please go get it. I would like to see it. I just don't think it'll happen because he's contractually obligated to not get money.
No, Dana's not going to do it because he doesn't like Jorge enough.
No, I mean, no, bro, he won't do it to any.
If it was Conor, he'd do it.
See,
if it was Conor, he'd do it.
Yeah.
If it was Conor, he'll do it.
It's levels
because
to
Conor and him have already shown that they can make money together. Conor already shown that he will give Dana the bag. It is what it is.
Now here's a question.
They've already done business together already.
Here's a question. I would have to go back and look at it. But was Conor under UFC contract when he took that Floyd fight?
Yes, he was. He definitely was.
Or
That's the only reason why it happened.
Or was he in between UFC contracts?
Oh, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Like, was he actually? Because if he was that's what I'm saying. Like, it's contradictory.
Because I'll say this. After because it happened after he won that fight, and that was at the same time. I remember after the after press conference, he was like, "It's time for me to start taking part. Where's my ownership? Where's this and that?" He started talking that. So I don't know if it was in that, because at the end of the day, whatever you have to say about Conor. Whatever you have to say about Conor, there is not a mixed martial arts fighter that does better business than Conor. You can't say anybody else there.
Nah,
dang. I'm kind of a Conor stan. I rock with Conor for whatever reason. I don't know why I like Conor. I like Conor, but there's not a MMA fighter that is a better businessman that knows how to negotiate his contracts better than Conor.
Nope. Not at all, man. Not at all.
I don't even think it's like a racial thing or anything like that. I just think that man leveraged his fandom immaculately. I think Dana didn't understand how big he was. And I think he just is like, hey, man, what you want? Yeah. You want me to go over to Bellator? Like, I'm not going to lose over there.
Like I'm saying, he
bring all these Irish people over there.
Dana thought he was UFC big. Conor was world big because he went on a world stage fighting Floyd Mayweather. Like, everybody got a countryman from around the world that took an L from this man.
He went to Canada and hugged Drake.
That's what I'm saying,
man. I'm just saying he still sells out arenas. The man hasn't won a fight in like 5 years, and he still sells out arenas.
It's just because we love him
that's the reason. And that's the reason why Conor will not fight Jake. Because if I fight you, because his star is still bigger than Jake's. His star is still bigger than Jake.
That, and there's obviously a possibility of losing.
He ain't gonna lose. I don't think he lose. Well,
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. 8 rounds.
I'll say
8 rounds. Kind of good guess.
Jake is not gonna throw. Jake is not. This is what we saw from. So
are any one of those other guys gonna hit Jake Paul as hard as Tyron?
Conor can.
You think he hit him as hard as Tyron?
Yes.
I think he can be more precise.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying, this is what I'm saying, which means it's going to be harder. Because, hold on.
He's a smaller guy.
Hold on.
Well, then again, he's taller.
Conor's more fluent. He has better hands. He throws at a higher percentage. And he's accurate as fuck.
Hey, man.
And then he has more dynamite. He doesn't have more dynamite in his hands. You see, I think Tyron's punches look more devastating because of the fact that he only throws it so much.
But so many. Yeah, but so many.
And then you gotta think about it. Like this. Like Tyron became a household name when he didn't get knocked out by Wonder Boy, because Wonder Boy was knocking everybody out. It didn't matter who you were. Wonder Boy was doing things like when Wonder Boy fought. What's his name? Gilbert Burns.
Yes.
And Gilbert won, right? But there was a point in time where they had like some sort of grappling exchange or whatever, and like in the middle of the ring. And then like Wonder Boy got free, and in the midst of him getting free, he slips his leg up and almost kicks Wonder Boy in the face. Almost kicks Gilbert Burns in the face. That's how good Wonder Boy is to the audience who doesn't know. And he didn't get knocked out. Not only he got knocked out, he had Wonder Boy hurt, almost finished him. So that's his claim to fame, right? And that fight taught us that Wonder Boy doesn't do well against explosive action.
Nah.
Explosive action is what his weakness is. Like, if you're not going to be explosive and stand in front of him, good luck.
He can get his legs off.
Fuck you up.
He can get his legs off.
Fuck you up.
Get that little bouncing back and forth. Yeah, he can get it off. He can get all that shit off.
It's a wrap. And then there's nothing you can do that he hasn't seen before. That dude's, I think he's like 50 fights. He has 50 fights. He's undefeated as a kickboxer.
Yeah.
There's no strike you can throw at him he's never seen before.
This was this last time he was knocked out was the very first time in his fighting career that he's been knocked out.
Oh, I guess after PEDS?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
and
the
Anthony
first
Pettis
time.
had to jump off he had to do some Mortal Kombat shit. That nigga had to jump off the cage and punch that nigga.
He had to go full Anthony Pettis. That might be the last move Anthony Pettis got in him.
I think so.
Yeah,
Off the cage.
You know
off the cage.
Yeah, that's it. That's the last one he got in him, man. You know what I'm saying? If you die with your punch, if you die with that power, yeah, like that's his last hoorah right there. But
okay, well, final words on this so we can go to the next round. Is it gonna happen?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Okay.
I would say hell no to a point.
Hell to the no.
To the no.
Hell to the no. Okay. Well, I agree with you.
Well, in real time, since we're doing this this way for the first time, what we're gonna do from here on out is start the 3-minute timer and run the rest of them out. We're gonna do it that way because Jake Paul took me to a place I did not expect Jake Paul to take. We were sparring just now. We just had a timeless round of sparring just now. Now we're ready for the fight. We're ready for the fight now. So go ahead and knock these 3 rounds out. What's the next one we got coming, man? What's going on? What's
that
next?
Was yours. Go ahead. Hit the next round. Go. That's on you.
Hey man, check us out. There seems to be a problem with steroids, not necessarily steroids, but PEDs in the sport of boxing. And the reason this has come to my attention is because a young man by the name of Oscar Valdez has tested positive for PED for his upcoming fight. The reason why
what camp is he in?
Hey man, he in Canelo camp, bro.
Oh shit.
Hey man,
oh shit.
This is about the 3rd or 4th guy, it's kind of connected to Canelo that has gone through some stuff like this, man. And
Tres leches?
Hey, tres.
Tres leches.
Tres. It is tres.
Gracias, por favor. Gracias.
De nada. We have Spanish speaking fans too. But look, this is a real issue because this man tested positive for trace amounts of this on August 13th. August 13th would have been a month out from the last time Canelo was supposed to fight before they pushed back his fight due to some contractual issues or whatnot. I'm just saying this looks spooky. Canelo doesn't
One way. Hold on. What?
I'm just saying it looks spooky,
precisely are you trying to say?
I'm saying that they're over there cheating, bro. I'm saying they're over there cheating. They're over there cheating.
They can't do it.
If you 135 pounds and you taking a diuretic to lose weight, you wrong. And I don't care what you do for a living. If you are 135 pounds and you're taking a diuretic to lose weight, you are a bad person. I don't care what you got going on in your life. That's what training is supposed to be for, to help you lose weight. And if you don't make weight, you get fined. But putting something on your name like this and saying and blaming it, his excuse was must have been an herbal tea because we've been doing the same thing we always been doing. The herbal tea. The herbal tea. Yeah, I tell you what, I wish I could find me some over-the-counter herbal tea that made me into a superhuman.
I just did insanity, and I'd rather drink herbal tea.
Hey man, I tell you what, we're gonna have to get some of this herbal tea. I hesitate to give this herbal tea a name because it might sound really bad coming off from a black dude. So I won't. I'll just say I want some of the herbal tea they got down there. I just want some of that, man, because I know for a fact there are a lot of other fighters in that same position that couldn't have gotten away with this. Like they're allowing this man to fight.
Like who? Who?
I'm just saying Earl Spence couldn't have got away with this. This man had to get surgery for an eyeball. They acting like that was wrong. Adrian Broner definitely couldn't have gotten away with this. You know what I'm saying? Like
if James G. Broner would have got away with this, he probably would be still winning now,
bro. I would definitely be looking for the herbal tea he had, though. You know what I'm saying? Definitely be looking for that one. Yeah.
What about Gervonta? You think Gervonta would have a problem?
Bro, this is what I'm saying.
You think Gervonta would have had a problem if he got caught with this?
Look, if Gervonta Davis would have got caught like Oscar Valdez, they would have took Gervonta Davis Heisman away. And he ain't ever played football. They would have did something to his mom and them. Like, it would have been a whole bunch of shit going on because Gervonta Davis just did this shit, man. This shit ain't fair. They act like we superhuman out here. They act like we superhuman. So you got to do some extra shit. You don't have to do that shit, Oscar.
Just learn how to box, baby.
If you're doing it, you know how to box. He already know how to box, man. Come on, man.
Come on, go ahead, train, baby.
Get it. I like a clean sport. But the worst people in this whole thing, though, I would have to say, are the WBC for allowing this fight to happen and then not believing people. Initially, when this happened before, there was a young lady that was a fighter. She had a fight not too long ago. She was fighting against someone that was accused of PEDs after the fight. The WBC came out and said, these are horrible allegations, this, that, and the other, yada, yada, yada. Mind you, she was someone that fits the bill of what the WBC likes. Then it came out, oh, no, she was actually on PEDs.
She on everything.
Yeah,
she was on everything.
She on everything, a little bit of anything and everything she get her hands on. And that just turned out to be really, really suspect for the WBC to go out there and cape for, let me say that word correct. Go out there and cape for when they knew they had this on the back end. Same thing with Canelo, same thing with Oscar Valdez. They letting them fight, they letting them cheat. When Canelo, last thing I'll say about this, last time Canelo pissed hot, they changed the levels of the shit he pissed hot for in the rules. Canelo got some Jordan rules in boxing. Round
over. Well, okay. Well, that was a spicy round. From you, One Way, a spicy round. You threw a lot of haymakers out there. It was crazy. It's crazy. I have nothing to say about that. I don't know what you're implying over there. But
I ain't implying anything. As they say in hip hop music, you better check the paperwork. Check the paperwork. It's in the paperwork.
Check that paperwork.
The paperwork tell you what you can take.
Check the paperwork.
Paperwork tell you what you did. Check the paperwork.
Check the paperwork. Okay, going on to the next round. We got what's Darren Till's nickname? Does he have a nickname? He has a nickname, right? Is it the gorilla? Is it gorilla?
Sleep.
Don't give away the topic before. Like, damn, I didn't do that for you. Like I set you up. Like, shit. Like, can I get my round? Can I get my round, please?
Hey, man, look,
I get my round? Please?
Hey, bro, look, 60 seconds was too short of a break, man. I came out punching again. I'm sorry.
Okay. Anyway, so this weekend, Darren Till had a fight. He was going up another up-and-coming fighter is that the middleweight division or in the middleweight division, right?
I think they're in the middleweight now.
Yeah, the middleweight, right? In the middleweight division, Derek Brunson. Derek Brunson actually has been on a tear as of late. He's been winning fights on a pretty consistent basis. I think he beat Kevin Holland. I think before he beat Kevin Holland, he beat somebody else. And honestly, he's beating all the up-and-coming but he's beating a lot of up-and-coming fighters, essentially. And essentially has sent them all back to the wrestling room. Apparently, the same thing happened this weekend. When, unfortunately, Darren Till, who also is trying to make his trajectory and move back up in the rankings, he unfortunately took an L towards our boy here, Derek Brunson. I don't really sound very excited about this topic because it's kind of like I really wanted to see Till fight Adesanya, but I guess he's never going to get there because he just keeps losing to people like Derek Brunson.
Yeah.
Derek Brunson looks like a Golden Lord from Meteor Man. I don't understand what's going on. Or more so like Chris Tucker in The Fifth Element. Or more so like Chris Tucker in Fifth Element. I don't really understand what's going on right there.
I'm gonna stop you.
You're gonna go Lord?
I'm gonna go Lord. We're gonna stay far away from Chris Tucker and The Fifth Element.
Lord.
We'll say, hey, we love everybody. You definitely go to Lord.
Okay.
He was right beside Don Cheadle.
Lord. Okay, so Golden Lord. So anyways, yeah. So So primarily in the fight, essentially, I think from what I remember, Terrence Hill was doing decent. I think there was a moment, I forget in which round, where he actually did get the better of Derek Brunson in his feet, and all else fails, shoot a double leg. That's what every wrestler's going to do. That's what you should prepare for if you're a fighter and you're fighting a wrestler with a proficient wrestling background. Understand all else fails, everyone's going to go to what's natural. When Tyron Woodley gets in trouble, he goes to that right hand. When Conor McGregor gets in trouble, actually, he just does something uncharacteristic. It's weird, but anyways, he should go to the left hand, but he shoot a takedown and shoot a guillotine. I don't know. This is weird. Anyways,
he says, "Fuck it."
Yeah, like fuck it. You can literally see it in his face too. He's like, fuck it. And honestly, it was a tight guillotine. It wasn't a bad guillotine. The issue is Dustin Poirier is known for a guillotine. That is his submission move. Yeah. So why put him in the guillotine? He was better off.
I panicked.
Going for a leg lock. Maybe if you get him with a leg lock, you're gonna get him with a leg lock. No one expects a leg lock. No one's gonna expect Conor to go for a leg lock. But anyways, I digress. But yes, Darren Till essentially didn't expect it. I don't know if it was double leg or single leg. All I know, the fella got on the ground. And once he got there, just like when he got there with Tyron, it was apparent that he didn't know what he was doing there. And it was like, Eventually, he got put on his back. He got laid flat on his stomach and got choked out. Rear naked choke. Rough way to go.
By Derek Brunson, it's an even worse way to go.
It's worse by Derek Brunson because Adesanya, he didn't stand a chance. Like the entire fight, he kept trying to push the pace, right? And Adesanya was like, nah. It was just very evident that Adesanya just like had his number. So now with this current loss, the rankings essentially have been readjusted, and now Derek Brunson is in prime position essentially to fight or try to fight for a title. Now there is Jared Cannonier out there, and personally, I think Jared Cannonier probably should get the shot after Robert Whittaker, in my personal opinion. I think Derek Brunson has to be Kevin Gastelum, in my personal opinion, to deserve a shot for Adesanya. That's my personal opinion, but we are in the matchmaking business, and in the matchmaking business, whatever sells tickets wins. And the whole, you beat me, but I'm better. I'm back better than ever. And, Adesanya is like, no, you're not. Because he really isn't. But then, no, you're not. And then they fight, and then the same thing happens, and they can make money. So who knows? Derek Brunson may get to jump the line. I personally don't think he should. I think he's just going to get slept because Marvin Vettori is a better wrestler than Derek Brunson. He is. Yes, he is. And he has better hands. And he has way better hands than Derek Brunson.
Yeah, just even look stronger.
And Adesanya beat the living shit out of him.
He took a good enough ass whooping to warrant a rematch. And that's what's crazy about that fight. They talking about, let me get another one. Oh, you thought it was close, huh? It's gonna be worse the second time. and to your point about Derek Brunson having to beat Kevin Gastelum, everybody has been beating Kevin Gastelum.
Well, no, everybody really, really good has beaten Kevin Gastelum. So he lost it. So he did lose to Till, which I don't think he really lost to Till. That one was a little iffy, but he lost to Robert Whittaker.
He just lost his last one. He just lost his last one he had.
No. He only lost to Cannonier. He lost to Cannonier, and he lost to Till. Those are only the two people he lost to.
Okay.
He beat the dude in between. Yeah.
Okay. Let me put some respect on Kevin's name.
And Cannonier didn't easily beat Kevin Gastelum.
But the fact that he beat Kevin Gastelum, that's the issue.
No, Jared Cannonier is supposed to be the dark horse. He's supposed to be the guy that has the answer for Adesanya. Because he's as accurate as Adesanya, and that dude's a fucking heavyweight. He just has a very great dietitian.
Oh man, bro. I remember the first time I realized that was the same nigga.
He has a very great dietitian. That's it. That fellow's a heavyweight. He hits like a heavyweight. When he hits people, it sounds like a heavyweight's punching them. He's a heavyweight.
Yeah, whatever Jared Cannonier and Rumble Johnson got going on, the way they can switch bodies. They can switch bodies with the best of them, bro. like straight up.
Yeah, bro. So, and Jared Cannonier had the way Jared Cannonier beat him is because he did the one thing that no one has done. He kept dropping that nigga. It was like, oh shit, we ain't never seen that. And
okay,
Kevin Gastelum kept getting back up.
I just went through my man's record, Kevin Gastelum, just so I could make sure I wasn't crazy. So we'll go from the
Adesanya up.
Okay, Adesanya lost. Darren Till lost. Jack Hermanson lost.
He lost to Jack Hermanson? Oh,
yes, he did. That's why I was like, nah, he been losing a lot. Then he fought that Ian Heinzig. That was one of those gimmies. Let's get you back in. It's a tune-up. Then he lost to Robert Whitaker, and then he lost to Jared Cannonier. Like, it's a bunch of like, so, like, this Kevin Gastelum and that Derek Brunson is a better fight.
All right, well, Derek Brunson has to fight
Robert Whitaker. Kill him.
No, what's his name? I can't believe he was like the biggest. He was the biggest name in that division. I completely forgot his name.
Chris Weidman?
Brazilian. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to wipe him, make him look like a baby. What's his name?
Are you talking about the one that's in Bellator now?
He's not in Bellator now, is he?
The Ninja Turtle looking dude?
Well, no, he fought the Ninja Turtle looking dude, and he beat him.
Oh, you talking about Rico Suave?
Yes, Rico.
Yeah. Suave. Oh yeah, man. I forgot his name in the moment right now, but he ain't important either because you can't lose the Izzy like that. This man hunched you. You talking about he just beat you up, bro. Nah, I don't want to see anything from him anymore.
No, but I mean, he'll beat the shit out of Derek Brunson.
I would like to see him fight Martin Vettori.
I can confidently say that he'll beat the shit out of Derek Brunson. I can confidently say that Marvin Vettori will probably beat the shit out of Derek Brunson too.
Oh man,
Paulo Acosta and Marvin Vettori will beat the shit out of Derek Brunson. I just don't think he's ready.
I would like to see Paulo Acosta and Martin fight.
Paulo Acosta is probably going to have to fight Jared Cannonier, in which.
Oh, I don't even think he deserves Jared Cannonier. The way he's been operating and the way he operated with Dana don't think he deserves. Dana finna give him a random dude, bro.
He is. Man. A random killer. Yeah. He's gonna go fight.
Dana finna mess around and get this man somebody like Cubs or some shit like that.
You know how Dana be doing. Dana be over here putting out hits. He be sending out contracts. Like, oh, I put 5,000 on this man.
Yeah, man. If you beat him, it's $50K for fight of the night.
Is that 50 cents? How much it costs? It costs like 10,000 to get something. I'm gonna give him 40. I'm getting 40. You know what I'm saying? You and the girl. I don't like her anyway. I'm getting 40, man. I'm getting 40.
Could you add that to my UFC check? Nah. We got to keep things uniform. Just 5,000 for that one. Just 5,000.
Well, anyways, closing round. This closing round because it's been longer than 3 minutes. Darren Till, very talented. If he loses another fight, he's gonna be in Kevin Lee world.
Oh, bro.
The Kevin Lee realm.
He gonna get a tattoo on the back of his head.
He's gonna be in the Kevin Lee realm. And you don't want to be in the Kevin Lee realm, my friend. Kevin Lee lives in this delusional place where he's still a top tier, like couple fights away from winning the championship. Now listen, it's the UFC. You win 2, you get a title shot. That's typically how it is. You win 2 in devastating fashion, you get a title shot. Unfortunately, that just means what's going on for these 2 individuals. Darren Till, you got one more fight. You're entertaining, so they're going to keep you around. But you don't want to be the punching bag. You actually want to win and go for the title. And honestly, I think a fight between Darren Till and Adesanya would be an entertaining fight because it's going to be a kickboxing fight, and those 2 are very proficient kickboxers.
Especially in Europe.
100%. Derek Brunson, wow, I wish you all the congratulations in the world. I just think that you probably should jump the gun and go back to Izzy. Maybe go for, I don't know, somebody else. I think if he fights Kevin Gastelum still has a name that has some cachet. You beat Kevin Gastelum, maybe you can, you're going to be there. You show us that you can be there. But if you can't beat Kevin, and Kevin looked pretty good against Jared, and I'm pretty sure you can't beat Jared. I'm pretty sure you can't beat Paula. Pretty sure you can't beat Marvin Vettori. I don't know.
Yeah,
Probably should.
We'll see,
Relax.
man. We'll see,
Relax.
Darren Till. How long will he do
with
it?
that being done, round over.
That's it, man. That's it. How do you feel after this, man? Because I feel like we got a lot out. It makes us go really fast.
It does.
Yeah, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it.
It definitely does. I appreciate it.
As we get better in doing what we are
and actually sticking to the time.
Oh, bro, absolutely. Absolutely, man. All that stuff is gonna come, man. We just get excited. We throwing punches after the round is over and shit like that, bro. It's all right, man. It's all right. There's no referees. There ain't no rules out here, bro. It's a Rocky fight. It's a Rocky fight.
No holds barred.
Nope, bro. Hey, man, we can take it to Tiny Zeus Lister and Hulk Hogan. One of the worst films of all time, bro.
Shit.
But one of the best at the same time. Oh man, shout out! I could talk about that all day, man. But that's all. That's about it for Hulk Hogan and No Holds Barred, man. As a matter of fact, man, that's about it for us right here at Two to the Body. Now, those were 3 topics, and what we're gonna try to do in the future, guys. We got 3 topics. We got 3 rounds. We're gonna fire them off and keep it around the 9-minute mark for all of those combined. But as you can see, the first time we did it, we just got excited and turned that shit into a conversation. My fault.
And it might happen too. And that might happen too.
Hey, and sometimes it does happen. Sometimes you turn that shit into a sparring match, and you go into somebody fall down. Basically, man, doghouse rules in this bitch.
100%, 100%. All right, guys. Well, it's your boy Money Mark out here with my main man, One Way Renzo, hitting you guys off on the first episode on the Logical Crazy Talk Podcast Network. Two to the body.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang.
If you want it in this life, you gotta go and get it. My boy can beat the case, though many people get acquitted. This world'll make you so cold and so fucking frigid. Man, don't count your eggs before they had you stack your chicken. I could bear my soul.